Hey guys, it's Rob back with Paperless X, a channel that is all about digital productivity. In today's video, we will be going through SimpleMind Pro. If you're new here, hello. Make sure you subscribe if you're looking for a solution to go digital with your work, studies, or business. And if you're already subscribed, fantastic human, welcome back. Do turn on your notifications so you know each time we release a new video. Do you like coloring for your pastime, or would you like to try out coloring for your pastime? If the answer is yes, then make sure you check out Lake Coloring Books. They are sponsoring today's video. You can try out their application for free. We will have a link in the description down below. SimpleMind Pro is a mind mapping app that is available on macOS, Windows, iPadOS or iOS, and Android. They've got most operating systems covered. The app is a one-time purchase on all these platforms. When creating a new mind map, you can start with a blank template if you want to have more control over the mind map you will be creating. Let's start creating a new mind map from scratch to explore everything you can do with this application. Every mind map you create starts with a central theme. This is the main title of your mind map. One amazing thing about mind maps is that they are great for brainstorming. When you have plenty of ideas going through your mind, you can put them all down as central themes, as massive topics. You are not making any connections between your ideas, but you're just putting them down and have it there for further organization. To create some structure to your mind map, you can then decide how these are connected. To connect them, just simply drag them to where you want them to be connected. You can build your mind map by adding topics and content. You can add child nodes using the plus icon on the node. A child node is one hierarchy lower than the node you are adding it to. Sibling nodes are on the same hierarchy level, and you can add them using the sibling icon, which is this icon with the star. Make sure you have the right node selected when you're adding your new nodes to your mind map. But not to worry, should you add your new node to the wrong place, you can just move it. You can also use the big plus icon on the toolbar if you don't remember what these icons mean. You can insert a topic between two topics, that is, between a parent and a child node. In SimpleMind Pro, you can add a lot of things to your mind map. This is what is so amazing about this application. You can add notes to your mind map and you get some basic writing tools on the keyboard toolbar. You can make your text bold, italic, underlined, or strike out. You also have superscript and subscript. The text you add to this window stays tucked away from the mind map. Your mind map has a small yellow box to indicate that this node contains some notes. You can add icons to your mind map. The app has plenty of stock icons and emojis to choose from. But if you're not happy with these, you can add custom icons from your Photos library. The app's icons can either be small or large, and they get added to the topic on the mind map. So you can only add icons to a topic on the mind map. To change an icon, simply tap on it and select a different one. In SimpleMind Pro, you can add image, add embedded image, add topic with embedded image. When you choose to add an image, you can add one from Photos, a cloud service through the Files app, or take one with your camera, or you can record a movie. You can decide the size of your image from small to unrestricted. You can also decide the size of the thumbnail in the mind map, and your thumbnail can be 480 pixels maximum. You have this option to include in mind map file the full image size. We've not been successful unticking this option. No matter what we tried, it could be a bug, it could just be how the application works. You can link to document. This feature feels a bit incomplete on the iPad. It doesn't indicate whether adding a link overrides the option to store your full image on the iPad. It feels like there should be more to this feature, but there isn't. Adding an embedded image doesn't have the option to record a movie. It doesn't come with image size options either. The thumbnail has a worse resolution. For this option, your image is inside the topic. Add topic with embedded image adds a child topic with an image. Of course, you can edit the topic for the child node, and this also has a terrible resolution for a thumbnail. The best way to add images is using the first option. It gives you more control over the images you can add to your mind map, even the thumbnails. Images in the mind map are not particularly sharp, and it's a pity that you can't have the full-sized images in the mind map. You can record a video to add to your mind map. What would be cooler is having the ability to add videos from photos or files. To play the video, double tap it to open in another window where you can watch it. Photos and images are best watched in a small overlay window within the application where you can still see your mind map to better appreciate their relevance. Unfortunately, in SimpleMind Pro, you can't do that. To see the full-size image or watch videos, you are taken to another window away from your mind map. You can add labels to your nodes. Labels are different from a node in that they contain content that is visible on the mind map. Your text has an invisible link to your topic, meaning when you are moving it around, that is only when you see where it's linked to, but it disappears when you deselect the label. You can add links to a mind map, web page, contact, and topic. This is one of the things that makes SimpleMind Pro a pro mind mapping app. When you link to a mind map, the app shows you all the mind maps that you've created. You can search for the mind map you need when you have too many. It's amazing to have the ability to link completely different topics or different mind maps within the application. It gives you the ability to jump around to look at the relevant information when it matters. The app then adds this linking icon to your topic, and when you tap it, it takes you directly to the linked mind map. To return to your previous mind map, tap on the back arrow on the left side of your toolbar because this is your navigation icon. You can add a web link to your topics and they should contain HTTP. You can link a contact and the app opens up your contacts. When you add a contact, the app adds an icon which shows your contact information when you tap it. You even have the option to edit that contact within SimpleMind Pro. That is very impressive. When you search a contact, the app doesn't have the option to add the contact you find from your search results. A simple add button at the top right corner of this window can fix that, or even at the bottom. Otherwise, it's pointless having the search option if you can't use it to add contacts when you find them. Once you have your contact in the application, you can take action to message, call, or email your contacts. Lastly, you can link to topics. When you have selected link to topic, you then have to go and paste that link to the topic you want to link it to. This might feel like it's too many steps when you're linking something on the page, but it is very useful when linking between topics of different mind maps. Say what? And this is amazing. This is SimpleMind Pro's best feature. The ability to link to everything within the application. Fantastic. You can add voice recordings to your mind map, but you must have a cloud service to save your recording to. The app can only save your recordings to a cloud service. You can't save them on your device. Dropbox, Google Drive, Nextcloud, not Store. They don't have OneDrive or Box, WebDev. Let's hope that they will add those. Tap the recording icon to start recording your audio. When recording, you can't use the application. Any attempt to do so will stop your recording without saving it. Let's hope the application can add an ability to just save your recording when you exit it by mistake. Exiting your recording is as simple as just tapping on the screen and it will stop recording and you lose your recording. When you're done, tap Done to save your recording. The application adds an audio icon on the topic and you can listen to it when you tap on it. Media interaction with the mind map is really important. An overlay window would be an ideal way to do this, especially for audio. It doesn't have to take up the whole screen. If you're using SimpleMind Pro, let us know what you think. How's been your experience in the application? You can export just the audio out of the application. You can add checkboxes, progress bars, and roll up progress bars to your topic to help you keep track of your progress. You can check and uncheck your checkboxes like you do with simple to-do lists. For a progress bar, you update your status by changing the progress percentage. A roll-up progress bar updates automatically as you complete subtasks. You can set dates for your topic, useful for things you have to do or important dates to note. When you add a date, it is added below your topic and it looks quite neat. You can also add event to calendar, and you can add all the details for your meeting right here within the application. If you've not seen our video on Apple Calendar, please refer to it to understand what Apple Calendar is all about. You can show branch border to highlight a node and all its child nodes, and this helps put things into perspective when your mind map is simply too big and you're starting to lose track of things. You can add group border to group thoughts together that are not necessarily in the same branch. When using the freeform layout, which is what we're using, you can determine the layout of your child nodes in the application. This is the only layout that gives you this much control and flexibility. It's not really a lot of control and flexibility, but it's something. You can change the layout of your mind map by changing the layout for your central theme. And you won't be able to change the layouts of your other nodes, which is why the freeform layout is the most flexible. In SimpleMind Pro, when you apply a layout to a node, you can't apply another layout to the child nodes below it. You can add crosslinks between topics that are not in the same hierarchy. Unlike the link to topic option, these are visible on your mind map. Everything on your mind map can be customized. Under Preferences, Fonts, you can decide the fonts you want for your mind maps to make sure you create consistent content. So you can determine the font for your central theme, main branch style, sub-branch style, label style. For these, you can determine the font and its size only. It's sad to note that SimpleMind Pro does not support custom fonts. You can also choose the default scale your editor uses. You can also choose your snap options. When you use the freeform a lot, you will definitely want this turned on because they help you create neater mind maps. SimpleMind Pro has levels of styling your mind map. The style sheet is the highest level of customization you get in the application. It defines what your whole mind map looks like. It will change how my mind map looks, not my layout. If you're not happy with these in the application, you can create your own from scratch. The mind map style controls all the elements in the mind map at once. All the topic nodes, all the branches, for example, all the checkboxes. Auto numbering style lets you pick the numbering type you want for your nodes, numbering inside topic or numbering below the topic. You can decide your connections, how they look. Are they center connected, baseline, or left-right? Checkbox color. For your topics, you can determine their borders, line style, width of the borders. You can determine the fill color. Your stroke color is your border color, and text color. You can also determine the alignment in your mind map. The hierarchy relations are the lines in your mind map that connect everything. So you can choose their style, their width, the source arrow, target arrow, and color. Path style could be curved, angled, rounded, or straight. Crosslinks that connect topics that are not in the same hierarchy level also can be customized. They have the same options you get for the hierarchy relations. For your labels, you can have call out, color, and alignment options to determine how your labels look in your mind map. All the mind map changes apply to everything on the mind map, and this is something you really need to understand the different levels of customization because it can be a bit confusing. The final level of customization in SimpleMind Pro is the element style, which is useful for making individual aspects of your mind map stand out. It changes only that element you have selected, and you can even customize multiple elements at once. So the element style overrides your mind map style. For your topics, you can customize the following: font, make it bold, italic, underline, or strike out; font size, alignment, border lining style, border thickness, fill color, border color, text color, and padding for the topic. For the group border, you can change group border, border line type, border thickness, padding, fill color, and border color. For your labels, you can change the font, font size, callout style, fill color, text color. And for your relation style, you can change the following: path style, line thickness, source arrow, which is where your arrow is coming from, and target arrow, where your arrow is pointing towards, and line color. To remove any changes you don't like, tap the eraser icon for the customization you want to remove. The top toolbar of your customization sidebar is the same no matter what element you are editing. You can choose some preset favorite styles by tapping the first star icon. To add a new preset, tap the star icon with a plus on it after you've made the changes you want. You can also paste it to a different element. If you want to reset all the changes, tap the eraser icon. SimpleMind Pro changes only your user interface when you switch to dock mode. There's no support for multiple instances. You can only split view with other applications, but you can't open SimpleMind Pro in multiple instances. You can use Scribble to create your mind maps in the application. Who else is not finding Scribble as exciting as it was sold out to be? You can search your mind map, which dims everything, to highlight your results so you can easily find them. The app has a simple navigation tool for your results, and it's not difficult to find what you're looking for. Sometimes the mind map becomes too big and difficult to understand and move things around, so you can use the outline instead. You can reorder your nodes in the outline and the changes update on your mind map immediately. For your outline, you can see all your checklists, unchecked lists, checked lists, and dates in the mind map. This is quite useful if you're looking for something specific. You can create a presentation from your slides. When you add default slides, the app creates slides from branches in your mind map. The presentation resulting from this is a bit disjointed and difficult to follow. For more control over what slides you show and the order you choose to show them in, you can manually add your slides. In the presentation mode, untick only display topics defined in slide to see your full mind map. As you move from one slide to another, it helps to keep things in perspective. Save children sequentially shows only the children of that slide and not all the branches in your mind map. To create the exact mind map you want, you need to use a combination of creating and presenting tools. You can rearrange your slides as well. You can retake your slides to replace existing ones. Full screen read only removes all the tools, allowing you to focus on just reading your mind map. You can't edit anything in this mode. Autofocus dims your mind map to let you focus on selection and child, or selected branch. This is not an effective way to help users focus on a mode. The application should be able to zone in on a selection and completely remove the rest of the mind map, not just dim it out. So let's hope our developers can give us the kind of focus you get in Margin Note. You can choose to include cross-link topics. When you lock focus on selected branch, tapping other elements in your mind map does not change the focus point of that mind map. What mind mapping app are you using? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure you check out Lake Coloring Books, who are the sponsors of today's video. Fantastically fabulous human being. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.